This is 8bitman. He's the Rob from... Yeah, dude.
This guy's actually pretty good.
Oh,
I know he's good.
That's why I want to comment.
This guy's really good.
That was a fantastic wall for him. Oh, E10 being relentless. Get footstool.
Versus 8bitman, this is going to be a better one right here. Let's get it on.
Oh my God, get tossed.
Gorilla getting a little
my
antsy
God.
with these up Bs out of shield, and 8bitman takes the first stock.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Ferocious Falcons. I'm your host Taku, and today we have another special guest here with us, known as the best Rob in the world. I give you 8bitman.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Hey, tell us about yourself.
I was actually really happy that you asked me to come over because it's really cool. For Smash 4, I'm known as being the best Rob, if not one of the best Robs in the game. I was also probably the best Rob back in Brawl, so like probably from like 2012 until now, I'd probably be considered like a top Rob player. But as of recent, it hasn't been doing me too much. So I've been picking up a bunch of different characters. But my name is Brett Esposito. I live in Coral Springs, Florida. I turn 22 next week, so it's pretty cool.
Are you sure you should be giving out that information?
Oh no, I'm happy about that. So
Wow.
yeah, that's a little bit about myself.
Okay. Well, 8bitman is a very quirky kind of name. How did you get the name 8bitman?
So I think I made my tag when I just turned 13. Like I was like super young. So well, I mean not as young as some people when they made their tags, but I think I mained Game & Watch at the beginning of Brawl, and I wanted to make a tag that would like last a long time, that wasn't just like super boy or something that like obviously with age it would be like super like geeky or weird or whatever. So I actually thought about my tag for like 3 or 4 days before making an account on Smashboards, because my brother was like super into the online scene on Smashboards back in Brawl. So I like took like a couple days and I was like, I'm not making my account until I come up with a cool tag. And then I kind of just like thought of like a name for Game & Watch because 8-bit character, obviously. I just kind of like put one together. And then it ended up cool working out because I also use Rob, who's like also a really old like retro character. So I think it worked out pretty well.
What made you decide to main Rob? Out of all the characters, why Rob?
So again, like I said, at the ending of 2008 is when I like kind of switched. I was playing the game super casually. Like I would play online every now and then, but I would more so just play with my brothers and friends. My brother's friend came over one day, barely played Smash. He was literally just like basic level, like casual player, doesn't really like take the game that serious. And I was like 13 at the time, so I was like, anything my brothers do is cool. Like I always just wanted to be like my brothers. So my brother's friend came over and was like, wow, Rob's a really cool character. Having known nothing about the character, never played any of the games, anything, was just like, wow, Rob's a really cool character. So like after he left that day, like I ended up like picking up Rob and playing him just because I thought he was cool because someone said so. So like I kind of just used him at that point, and then his playstyle kind of just fit how I liked. Like I love being able to like control items and be able to like control multiple things on the field as opposed to just like gung-ho attacking an opponent like Sheik or Fox or whatever. So I kind of like box out characters with like items and stuff.
And you can see that with your playstyle. You definitely like take control and then trap them in places like the gyro on the edge. You definitely do that. Boom, up smash.
Yeah, it's another reason why I like Diddy so much, just because he has an item to use. He has a lot of different like cool tools to use in neutral. So
Okay. What got you into Smash?
just like everyone, probably like their siblings and such, or just like friends, but basically it was just my brothers growing up. I think I started going to Smash tournaments back in Melee, but so like I think my first ever tournament was a random LAN center in the middle of nowhere in like Southwest Florida. I think my brothers just started like taking the game super seriously. We went to a tournament in like 2006, but like before that, years before that, my brothers and I would just play Smash because obviously like it was a fun game. It was like the game of the year type thing. Like everyone loved it. So I kind of just got into Melee, picked it up, was like, okay, cool, this game's really fun, and I would just grind for hours with my brothers on and on and on and on and on, like getting just bodied every game just because they were so much better than me. But like I think we took a couple year break, probably in between like that time, and then Brawl came out, and we kind of just picked Smash back up and dropped Melee, and then played Brawl for like the next X number of years, and then Smash 4 came out, and then they just stopped playing. So probably say my brothers got me into it.
So we're gonna get into some viewer questions. These were submitted to us by the viewers, the community.
Okay.
At Lazy Llama _ says, what is your favorite tourney experience?
This is always such a hard one because there's just so many cool instances that happen at a tournament. I'm just gonna get rid of all like the personal experiences, like housing with people and stuff like that, and I'll probably get into like a match that I've had because that's probably like the more assumed question. I'd probably say my favorite tournament experience, like mid-game or after a set, was my set with DJ Jack back in the very first Frame Perfect back in, I think it was the ending of 2015. I had just kind of come out of like a tiny slump. Like I was usually considered top 3 in South Florida, like the whole beginning of Smash 4 and even the ending of Brawl. But I was kind of coming out of a slump, and I hadn't really done well at any of the the Florida regionals throughout the entire year. And it got to a point where me and Nick Riddle actually had a really good bracket, and I lost to him in winners finals. But then it was me and DJ Jack in losers finals, and it went to super last game situation. And I think I ended up killing him with the gyro setup on ledge that I kind of started doing like not even a couple weeks before that. And it was just a really, really good feeling. Like you can even see the pop-off in that video if you want to look it up on YouTube. It was solidly one of the most satisfying and like relieving feelings I've ever had in tournament. Like I've beat quite a lot of good players in tournament before, but like this one just kind of hit at home because it was more so like a regional, like just it was a regional match that like not like I played like NKLA or something. Like it was just a player that I would normally fight in bracket at locals or something, but it was just like we'd always go back and forth, and it was a really good feel.
At Sonic Thunfire says, how should Sonic play the Rob matchup?
How should Sonic play the Rob matchup? I mean, I know I have to camp, so I figure Sonic also has to camp. But like, it depends on who gets the lead. I feel like Sonic, because Sonic can just spin dash through gyro. Like the invincibility on startup kind of just like beats it out. So I don't know. I feel like Sonic has to like just kind of watch what I'm doing. Like obviously, if I shoot laser, shield. If I shoot gyro, either go over it or beat it out. It just turns into a bunch of like, did I shoot gyro or did I shoot laser? And it just depends on punishes and stuff. Because like Rob is a very large body, so I kind of like eat damage once I get spin dashed.
So you would say that matchup is in...
I would say it's slightly Sonic favor, but like Rob still has a pretty good time in it. I don't know. I think Sonic has to play like super zony. Like if you camp, Rob could easily just out camp you with projectiles, but if you play super aggressive, Rob could just punish spin dash constantly. So I don't know. It takes a long time. Like Rob is definitely one of those characters that you have to play a couple games to learn the matchup.
So at Region, what's that, Reagan? At _Reagan says, what is it like to play at a top level, and how do you think while you're playing?
So I never really thought of myself as like playing at a top level. I always just kind of like tried to beat the top players. Obviously, I've been kind of established in South Florida, but I always felt like anyone could beat me. Whenever I play, usually when I'm in the right mindset, because obviously I've had like a lot of down days, when I'm playing the way I want to, I go into a match saying literally anything could happen. I could lose to anyone. I could lose to a level 1 CPU if I tried hard enough. Like, anything could happen. I could beat anyone and I can lose to anyone. But while I'm playing mid-game, I feel like I'm more so just going for a plan. Like if I'm fighting against someone, I always have something to do. I'm always looking at percents. I'm always figuring if at this percent I can go for this or whatever. Depending on the stage control, whatever. I'm not really thinking. It's not until it gets to last hit or like I have a significant lead that I'm like, wow, I won this. Like it's in my head, and you have to you can't do that because you start psyching yourself out. You start doubting yourself. You start just getting super comfortable, and then you play worse. So it turns into just a lot of mental game. Mentality is like probably the biggest thing in Smash, in my opinion, at least. Because everyone can learn tech skill. Like you can all learn matchups, you can learn how to do a combo, you can learn setups, whatever. But when it actually comes down to player v player, it just turns into who has a better mentality towards the game. Because you could have a lead on someone, but lose it in a fraction of a second if you just get too comfortable.
That is true.
So I don't know, you just have to keep telling yourself that it's never over until it literally says game. Because there have been matches where I was about to JV3 someone and then I lose. Like, there have just been games that completely turn out of my favor, and you just have to consistently keep playing better and just doing better than your opponent. If you give up at one point, then you may as well just give the game to them.
So having a strong mindset is better than having like a strong neutral.
Well, I think that's part of it. I'm saying I think mentality is more important than tech skill.
Mentality is more important. That's true. You hear that, guys? Mentality. There's a guy who comes on stream and he's really good, but he doubts himself so much, and it's like, look, man.
If you have, as long as you're confident in your play, that's better. Like, someone who's cocky is better than someone who's not. Even though you might not like them because they're cocky, they're more often going to do better than you if you have a worse mentality, just because. Because they'll be more confident in their punishes and their reads and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So that's a big part of the game. So.
All right, last question. At CoolSavageBoy21 says, how do you feel about the Bowser Jr. versus Rob matchup?
I rarely, if have ever, played this character. I actually tried to pick up Bowser Jr. at the beginning of Smash 4 because he's probably my favorite character in Smash 4. But it's weird because like Bowser Jr. is obviously like super low tier, underrated character. But I feel like against Rob, he actually has quite a few tools just because his up air links into so much that like Rob kind of just eats combos against the character, and Mecha Koopa kind of just ignores gyro at some points. I don't know, it's really weird. Like, I think it's definitely in Rob's favor, but Bowser Jr. can definitely edgeguard me really well. He has a long-lasting fair, he has Mecha Koopa setups, and I think in general he just kind of like juggles Rob really well. I don't know, I'd probably say it's like +1 or +2 Rob, but like Bowser Jr. could obviously just win because Bowser Jr. I don't know.
Bowser Jr. Yep. He does have weird combos. Like back air, it's so dumb.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I think it's time to show you your present.
Oh, okay. Cool. I didn't know I was getting one.
What do you think this is?
I don't know. It looks like a very large piece of cardboard that is like probably going to be some sort of art, but I can't tell for sure.
Well, hold on, gotta make sure you're getting the right one.
Oh, there's multiple. Yo, that's so cute. Look at him. That's adorable.
Yeah,
I love that.
We have a little message on the back. You don't have to read it now.
Thanks, guys. That's awesome. I like how like he's so upset. He's so mad.
Well, it was inspired.
It's 8bitman.
8bitman, exactly.
Let's go. That's so cool. Thank you. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Thanks,
it's even the Rob that you played, like the color.
I know. It's Gold Rob. Let's go.
That's old Rob?
That's Gold Rob.
Oh, gold. At least said old. I'm like, he was that color?
No. Yeah, man, that's rust. You want me to just set this down over here?
Well,
Now.
and yeah, well, let's get into the stream now.
You can see the resemblance.
Oh, he did it! He did it! So, Cool Savage Boy wanted you.
Was it team or just like free?
Yeah, it was doubles. It was doubles.
That was pretty sexy.
Hi, Kuda.
Hey! I didn't tell him to do that. I didn't tell him to do that. He did it on his own, I swear. He did it on his own. Like, other people have me as mods, but I just hang out in the extreme. Oh!
Diddy Kong.
That's a broken character right there.
I miss customs. They were so bad.
You do?
They were so bad, but like, Rob was such a good character.
DK was hella broken.
I loved it. Oh, that was almost dead. Ooh! Come here. Ooh.
Was it necessary? Just like, yes. It's fun to send boxes to upgrade hell. Air God.
Whoa, whoa, double.
Again.
I think that was 3.
How old are you?
I knew he was gonna go for it. I was so scared.
Chill. Everyone chill.
Everyone just calm down.
Everyone calm down. Calm down!
Oh my god.
Chill!
Okay, we did it.
Ow!
You don't actually know how many games I win like that.
Yeah.
I win so much where like I just commit to just running away because I have to, and then I end up killing with like a spike off the top at like 190.
I think Tarek would be so much better if he had more tournament experience.
Does he not go anywhere?
And he lives in Germany. I don't know where he would go. Oh
I mean,
my
every
God.
place has a scene.
Oh my god.
He's doing it.
He's doing those
He just like 0 to 70 dream.
scary Greninja combos, man. Whenever Greninja starts combo like that, I just smash the eye and hope for the best.
Oh, he got me.
That was good. Come out like for Falcon Boy and Lazy Llama. Thank you guys. And oh, also Kintara. Dab. I don't even know if they got that.
I don't even know if it was.
I don't even know if it was good. Whatever.
whatever.
It was whatever. Yeah. I didn't look at it. I closed my eyes. I was closed my eyes and dab.